guys. Sorry about that. How long have I been asleep? Oh my goodness, my last video was in the spring. This is a stupid joke. Okay, I haven't been asleep all of the time since my last video. I have gone through 2 jobs, finished school, done other stuff, I'm sure. Probably. Sure, why not? I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos tonight that were mostly people who have taken the Myers-Briggs personality test. It is a personality test that a lot of people take pretty seriously, even though I've been rather skeptical about the possibility of putting people into boxes and labeling them. I still don't take it that seriously, but it's better than most personality tests I've come across, in that it tends to be fairly consistent. What people say about your results, however, is not very consistent, so it can be really confusing and not necessarily worth your time. But if you have a little time and you happen to come across some stuff that you find interesting, then who am I to say what's worth your time? I mean, obviously your time isn't really at a premium if you're watching this video, is it? Or maybe it is and you just really like me. Oh, okay, fine. Well, anyway, according to those tests, I am an INTP, an introverted, intuition, thinking, perceiving, etc. I'm probably saying those words wrong. But the reports that I've read about that personality type seem pretty accurate to who I am, at least for the time being, and at least for the past few years. I took the test in high school and I got a different result, but at the time I was behaving in a way that was rather contrary to the way I behave now, because I was sort of putting on this persona of who I wanted to be more than who I actually was, which might not have even really been a bad thing. I mean, I was acting more extroverted, which gave me more opportunities, and I think I grew as a person. Because unfortunately, being introverted means that you tend to be in your own head a lot. And while that's good for thinking, coming up with ideas, it's not so good for finding an advantage in life, because as much as we might hate that, you do have to deal with society, and society does have a say in what happens to those ideas that you've given birth to and raised and cuddled and really probably didn't implement because you're an INTP and you're an ideas person and you need those other people, those other personality types to actually put those things together and make them work for you. So you gotta make friends. A lot of people have this idea about INTPs that they're all robots who don't feel. And that's not true. It's expressing feelings that's not that easy. INTPs tend to not have a whole lot of close friends, but the friends that they actually consider to be their friends, they take those relationships very seriously. This is boring. News. I am currently working at Beverages and More. Yeah, I sell booze. I don't really know what I'm doing. I have done a lot of research into the topic, but I actually learn by reading and then doing. If I don't immerse myself in the topic thoroughly, I will not remember any of the things that I learned. And people ask me for help finding things, and I have no idea where those things are, but we learn together. Mostly the problem with my new job is that I work closing almost every single day, which really cuts into that little bit of a social life that I did have. Let's talk about nerdy things. I'm into some new comics. I don't really want to talk about them, because then you'll judge me. I still like Doctor Who. Okay. No surprises. Sherlock, amazing. Also not really a surprise, since it's co-written by Stephen Moffat and Mark Gatiss. How can you go wrong? You can't. Blah 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 blah, things you don't care about either, probably, unless you were specifically searching the tag for girl talks about Sherlock and her sister's bedroom at 2:30 in the morning. 2:37 in the morning. Good guess. I changed clothes specifically for this video because even if you are making a video on a whim at 2:30 in the morning, there's no excuse for track shirts from elementary school. Nope. I even brushed my teeth for you guys. I had a lot of garlic with dinner. Aren't you glad? I'm so considerate. Hopes and dreams. I hope and dream of traveling the world, exploring, documenting my experiences. I'm a documenter. It's what I do. It's what I've always done. I've come to realize this lately. I think that's why I write. That's why I draw. That's why I make comics, because that's writing and drawing, and it's really the best way to document something you're doing without, actually recording it. However, I need a camera. Specifically, I need a camcorder. My webcam is terrible, which is why I'm hijacking my sister's, because it's Black Friday and she's off doing shopping and stuff. I can't do that. No money is no money, even with a discount. But I get paid tomorrow. No worries. The quality of my camera on my phone, visuals, good. Audio, not so good. So I need a camcorder because I want to just document everything. I want you guys to experience all those weird little things I experience in the exact same way that I do, and that's entirely possible with a camcorder, right? No? Oh. Maybe I'm just being lazy. I can't remember the last time I made a comic. It's been so long. And maybe I just think a camcorder would be an easier way to get my visuals and words out there. But as you can see from this video, I don't really have anything to say. And you know why? Because as much as I may be an INTP at the core, I keep reading these descriptions of other INTPs and how they are such great thinkers and creative and innovative, and that's why Einstein was an INTP. And I'm laying there in bed, clicking buttons, watching YouTube videos and going, oh yeah, that's totally me. Yeah, I'm destined for great things. Yep. Einstein didn't have YouTube. Einstein didn't have Tumblr. I think the difference between me and Einstein, other than Einstein, being a lot smarter, is that I am so easily distracted. I was so much more productive as a kid when we didn't have a computer. My main addiction back then was watching TV, but I got in trouble all the time. So I didn't get to watch TV all the time. And so I drew, and I read, and I made up plays, and every day was about producing things, and I didn't even think of it that way. That was just how I entertained myself. And now my entertainment is consuming other people's creative works, and my work, my chores are drawing and reading and writing and all those things I used to love to do and used to buy out the time to do. And that's terrible. Sometimes I think I will never be satisfied with my skill level, and other times I think that's a good thing. You don't want to think you're good enough, because that prevents a desire to learn. And once somebody thinks that they know everything, they've done everything they can possibly do, I don't even want to know that person anymore. I mean, what kind of person thinks that they have done all that they can do and learned all that they can know? I know the things that I'm capable of. And I also know I've accomplished things that I'm proud of and that I didn't think I could do. And I'm sure I have not reached my peak. But I have gotten into a rut. It's so easy to become a recluse. Not that many people are gonna notice. maybe the people closest to you are going to notice, and you're just going to kind of resent that they're saying anything to you because you're like, hey, this is who I am. You should accept me for who I am. But no. Sure. It's nice when people do understand that, oh yeah, she just does need some time by herself, and yeah, this is how she unwinds, and it's really stressful for her to be working in sales. But they are aware that too much time wasted is too much time wasted. I think I'm getting tired. It feels like 10 o'clock to me though right now, and it's 2:45. Just another example of bad habits I've gotten myself into. This, right now, what I'm doing right now, making a video, is the most productive thing I've done all day. And it's not even still technically that day. It is technically Friday. I technically have to work today. This video is almost 20 minutes long. That's ridiculous.